Welcome to Active Row Fit Circuits. I'm Isabel and we've got another circuit for you. This one is squats, mountain climbers, high knees, press ups on the knees, burpees and side lunges. We're going to do 30 seconds each. This is for 2 rounds and then you have a whole round of core, but that will be explained later on. First of all, we need to do a warm up because that's super important for us to get our heart pumping and our muscles ready for exercise. So let's go warm up. We're jogging on the spot for 30 seconds and then we're moving on to bum flicks. Let's keep it moving. Okay, and the next one we're moving on to is bum flicks. Let's go. Keep it moving and the feet tapping lightly when you land on the floor. Okay, now we're going to move on to high knees. Let's go. Remember to use your hands as markers as how high to get your knees. Keep it moving. And that's high knees, nearly done. Keep it going and then move on to normal jogging. Let's go. Keeping a nice solid pace, maybe add in some sprints if you feel like it. And back round to bum flicks. Go! And moving back onto high knees. Go! Keep the rhythm moving, nice and quick. And we're finishing up with high knees. Let's get ready for some dynamic stretching. Find a space. And the first one is leg swings. Use a wall if you need to support your balance. Swing your leg backwards and forwards, trying to touch your hand every time. Think about the range of movement. Okay, and get ready to swap over on the other leg. Go! Making sure that this leg has the range of movement as well. Keep it swinging. Up in there with the leg swings, let's move on to lunges. Ready? Go! Stepping back and making sure you're getting a good range of movement in your joints. If you want to add an extra bit, you can twist at the hips, rotating the torso round. So we're nice and warmed up in the legs, and let's get ready to go. I'll show you the next exercises coming up in your circuit. Keep a good eye out and learn about what movements you need. Let's go. First up, it's squats. Keeping feet shoulder width apart and bending at the knees, keeping the body up. Now it's time for mountain climbers. Arms shoulder width apart, legs out straight, and just bouncing your feet up and down. Now it's time for high knees, keeping that movement and using your hands as a reference. Next one's press ups on the knees, making sure your back's nice and straight, knees on the floor, bending your arms so you lower your body to the floor. The next one is burpees. So starting up tall, hands down to the floor, bouncing your legs up and then bouncing them back in and jumping up as high as you can. Starting with your feet shoulder width apart, using one leg, step it out and then bend it so it's 90 degrees and rotate to the other side. Try and bend down as far as you can. So that's your circuit. Let's get ready to go. Round 1 starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go with squats. Remember to keep the range of motion and pushing through your quads and your glutes. Keep your heels on the floor and really push through. Three, 2, 1. Moving on to mountain climbers. Let's get ready. Settle in on the floor and start bouncing the legs between. Let's go. Let's keep a good strong rhythm. Push yourself as hard as you can. Try and get your legs moving really quickly. Keep pushing through. And that's mountain climbers done. Let's get up and start moving on to jogging on the spot high knees. Remember to use your hands as a reference point of how high you need to get your knees up to. Keep it bouncing. Last 10 seconds of this one, keep it moving. And the next one is press ups. So settling down on the floor. If you want to do press ups on your knees, watch what Coach Toofy is doing. Know that you can challenge yourself. Move on to full length. Get your legs out straight and get all your weight on your toes and your hands. Let's keep going with these press ups. Keep pushing them out. You've got this. Now it's time for burpees. Keeping the rhythm and good movement is really key for this one. Burpees are super challenging, but keep going, you've got this, nice and strong. If you need to, just step it out, so take it nice and slow, but make sure you're getting your movements in. And we've got through our round of burpees. Now we're moving on to side lunge. This is the last exercise of this circuit, stepping across and bending at that knee. Get into a good settled rhythm and keeping the range of movement. Keep pushing through, it's nearly rest time. And that side lunge done. Time to grab some water and have a bit of a rest. And when you're ready, let's go again. Halfway through your rest time now, let's find some space and get ready to go again. Round 2 will start soon. Round 2 is starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's really push these squats out. Try and go as hard as you can for this. Keep the range of motion in your knees and bending and keeping the body up nice and tall. That's it, nearly there, 3 seconds left, and then we're moving on to mountain climbers. Get settled to the floor. Let's really push ourselves in this exercise. Try and go as fast as you can. Keep bouncing the legs backwards and forwards. Keep a good rhythm. Let's go. I'm finishing mountain climbers there. Up to your feet, and we'll move on to running on the spot, high knees again. Try and keep a good balance and engage the core when you're doing this. Bouncing the legs nice and fast, keeping the rhythm. It's the last 10 seconds. Let's try and do this as quickly as you can, keeping the knees nice and high. Moving down to press ups. Remember, if you think you can do it, go full length. Take your knees off the floor. Make sure you've got that range of movement so you're getting as close to the floor every time without touching it. Really dig deep now, last bit. Keep pushing out the press ups. Smash the press ups. Now it's time to start the burpees. Get ready, go. Challenge yourself. How many can you do in these 30 seconds? Keep bouncing them out. Last 10 seconds. Let's keep going. You've got this. Okay, and moving straight on to side lunge. Keeping a nice big step out, bending the knee, and keeping the other leg super straight. Get into a nice settled rhythm. Last 10 seconds, let's try and get as many as you can. Well done, you've got through 2 rounds. Now we're going to change it up a bit and we're going to move on to a core circuit. Keep an eye on the video and it will now show what exercises you have to do in the next round. Plank. Lay down on the floor, push up on your forearms and hold your body flat, keeping it nice and straight. This exercise is Superman. You're on the floor on your all fours, moving your opposite leg and opposite arm and trying to stay balanced throughout. This one is side plank left, so on your left shoulder and left leg is on the floor and you're pushing up and holding the body up. Rotating round and moving on to side plank right, same as the left, making sure you're keeping your body nice and straight, from shoulder, hip to ankle. Here's a quick recap of the exercises. We'll be holding each of them for 30 seconds. Okay, now it's time to get ready and go down to plank on your elbows, on your toes and holding the body up. Keep it solid. Don't worry if you feel like your body's beginning to shake. Keep it strong, keep it solid. Last 10 seconds. Don't worry if you're beginning to struggle. You've got this. Keep pushing it out. And moving on to Supermans. Get yourself settled into position and lifting up that opposite arm and opposite leg. Really think about engaging your core. Keeping focused and getting the arms out and legs out nice and straight every time. Last 5 seconds of this, keeping the extension nice and strong. And moving on to side plank, get into position, holding it nice and strong, finding your balance. If you need to build up your strength, you can do it on your knees. Just remember to keep the straight lines. Halfway through now, on this bit, let's keep pushing on and complete it. You've got this. Last bit, and now changing over to the other side. Remember, if you need to, you can go on your knees. Keep holding nice and strong. Coming up to the last 5 seconds, then you've got a bit of a rest. Keep it going, keep it up. This rest time, have a walk around and shake it out, and then we'll get ready for round 2. Let's begin to find your space on the floor. Round 2 is going to start in a second. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get down to the floor and start with the plank. Get ready, go. Remember, this exercise is all about being in straight lines. Try and keep that really strong hold, like Tom. Halfway, don't worry if you're shaking, keep it solid. And that's the last of the plank. Let's get settled into the Superman position and start moving the opposite arm and opposite leg. Remember to try and keep your hips as flat as you can and not let them rotate as you lift up your leg. Last 10 seconds on this and keep stretching out as far as you can. And finishing there with Superman. Let's rotate onto our left side and start with side plank. Ready, go! Keep pushing the hip up and staying in a nice straight line. Don't worry if you start to struggle, reset yourself and go again. Last 10 seconds of this left side, keep pushing through, you've got this. Finishing there and changing over to our right side whenever you're ready and lifting up, go! Stay nice and strong. This is the last exercise of this circuit and this workout. Let's keep it going. Three, two, one. And we're done. Well done everyone, that's another round of Active Row circuits done. Now it's time for the cool down. You're used to this routine now, but we'll keep running through it anyways. First up is the calf stretch. You should feel the stretch going down your back leg. And swapping legs. Make sure you're staying nice and balanced with your core switched on every stretch. And after this one, it's the quadricep stretch. You can use your arm to help balance you as you stand on one leg. You should feel the stretch down the front of your thigh, of your bent leg. And getting ready to swap over, finding the balance again and feeling that stretch down the front of your quadricep. And now we're moving on to the hamstring stretch. One leg out straight, one leg bent, hands on your bent leg, feeling the stretch in the straight leg. And getting ready to swap legs over. And for this stretch, sit on the floor and we're going to do the glutes. Put one leg out in front of you and cross over the other one. Rotate your body towards the crossed leg. If you need a stronger stretch, use your arm to pull the leg closer to your body. Now it's time to swap legs and same stretch again. Making sure that you're feeling it in your glutes. Pulling your leg closer to your body. Now it's time to stand up again. Bring one arm across the body, hold it with the other arm, and you'll be stretching your shoulder. And get ready to swap arms. Go! And now we're moving on to the tricep stretch. One arm down your back, the other arm pushing it further down. You should feel it in the backs of your tops of your arms. And getting ready to swap over, and other arm. And the next stretch we're doing is on your neck. Just gently tilt your neck to one side. Make sure when you're changing sides, do not do the rotation, just move it to the middle and then back over. And moving your head to the other side. Keep it nice and gentle. And now bring your head down to your chest. And then last stretch, look up to the ceiling. Hope you enjoyed your Active Row session. Teachers, please make sure you register